Oh, hello there. How's it going? Welcome back to Crafters TV. Welcome to Friday. It's almost the weekend. When the real me comes alive, it's Friday. We've all got that Friday feeling here at Crafters TV. And what we love to do is ease you into the weekend and just like get all of our mates over. And that allows us to welcome in some very, very special guests into the studio. And I've got one of those very special guests because Debbie Fisher is with me. Debbie, how are you? I, like all of the viewers here, have really missed you. How on earth have you been?
Oh, Joe, I missed you so much. I've missed all you guys. It's just been just keeping myself to myself in my craft house. So welcome to my craft house, my craft room. And I love this. Technology is just fantastic, isn't it? So
It really
that's
is.
really great.
We have really missed you. I know you've been super busy and you've been keeping yourself really, really busy. Give us an insight as to what you've been up to. What does a day in the life of Debbie Fisher look like at the moment?
Do you know what, Joe? I'm very structured as a person, so I make sure I'm up and ready, and I get in my craft room at 8 a.m. in the morning, and I do my day's work. So I basically work a lot on HSN and QVC, so I can do a lot of my prep work and everything from this side, so I don't have to do anything. So all I'm not doing at the moment is traveling, coming up to the office. So I'm keeping just so busy with everything new that's coming out, and crafting. It's almost like it's took the world by storm in these unprecedented times. It's just amazing that everybody is going for their craft stuff and their crafting. And today I'm going to be bringing you something really special, and it's something that's really special to me. So what I've got
The
here
Debbie
is
Fisher
our
balls.
Yes, the Debbie Fisher balls. I love that you call them that, Joe.
That's what I call them. Yeah. Well, tell us about these then, because this is a really interesting story. I don't know the story, but it was Debbie who said to me, I was like, oh, they're gorgeous. And she was like, oh, they're Debbie Fisher's edibles. And I was like, Debbie Fisher balls? Well, how did this all come about? And because we've struggled to keep these in stock. You should count yourself lucky that we've got a few back for you, Debbie.
I know, I was really excited. So I was like, right, I've got to have this on the show, this on the show, this on the show, and I then thought, let's make it just a fest of words, because what's really important on every crafting that you do is the fact that we put sentiments on them, we put words on there. The biggest trends at the moment going, Joe, is personalization. So being able to personalize things is just massive, and that's what we like to do. Now the edgeables I love, and everyone knows that I absolutely adore edgeables. I love that they're a concept card, a concept die that you can make into so many different concepts, which are really that make something stand out and really spectacular. But what I also wanted to go with an edgeable is a sentiment. So I was thinking sort of sentiment dies along with your edgeable dies that mix and match, maybe a little bit interchangeable. But actually we then decided, well, I then put across to the panel, as it was, so Leanne and the team, they all get together sort of every year, and they work about 18 months in front. And what happens is that we all put our ideas forward of the sort of things that we as crafters would like to see. So this was just an idea that I put to the team, and Leanne and the team just worked their magic and come up with the most delicate, beautiful, ornate edgeables with the words sculptured into them. So I'm very proud of these and the team. They're just amazing.
They really are fantastic. You should absolutely be proud of them. I'm going to go through them. Actually, let's have a little look at them then as we are here right now. Let me show you exactly what you're going to get in here. So you're going to get, there's 4 in this collection. So you've got congratulations, hello, thinking of you, and good luck. So here is thinking of you. There's another one there that's got the lovely thinking of you. They're all very usable, aren't they, Debbie? They're things that we're going to use day in, day out. Don't you agree?
Oh, so much so. And what I love about them, and the one thing that I wanted and why I love edgeables, is the fact that you can get all your crafty stash out and you can just use them with everything you've already got at home. All those pretty papers, all those lovely die cuts. There's no specific ways to do them. You just create however you want to create. I mean, these samples that are being shown, the design team love them as well. It's just amazing that we can get so many different concepts out of these edible dyes.
Yeah, they really are fantastic. I'm going to be completely honest and level with everyone as well. There were more in the range, but they've been so popular. This is all we've got. If you love them and you want to get them, definitely get them now whilst they're on such an amazing deal. £25 to get you all 4 of those, which is incredible value. Now, I know what people are thinking. They haven't seen you for a while, Debbie, and the burning question that we've all got, especially when I see a picture of you on the screen and a picture of myself next to you, I'm thinking, how on earth is Debbie nailing the COVID hair? Check out the lockdown locks that you've got going on. You look amazing. What's going on?
Well, my hair's got a bit long, so normally, I mean, I've grown probably quite a few inches on here, but I do have a bit of a secret, I have to say.
Ooh.
I have a hubby that has bleached my roots for me.
Fabulous.
But also, the other thing is my hairdresser is back soon, and I'm just so thankful. But do you know what my secret ingredients is, Joe?
Go on. I feel like we're going to get a scoop here.
It's a secret, but it's dry shampoo for blondes. Right. You just spray it. It's almost like a talcum powder. It's white and it just covers your roots up and makes your hair look really fresh and bouncy.
Well, I tell you what, it's working. Debbie, lockdown's treating you well. You look absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
right, I'm going to let you get ready for your first demonstration. I'm just going to run through the other bits that are on the show first as well before we do that. So we've got some wonderful floral sentiment stamp and dies for you on the show. Let me just grab the other boards for these. 1 second. Let me just show you. I feel the other ones just show them off a little bit better. Let me just grab the samples one here as well. Do you love how I'm just grabbing more and more things and just bringing it all in all of a sudden? Let me show you what you're able to achieve with these. These are the kind of things that you're going to be able to do with this, which is fantastic, as you can see here. So you've got, again, really usable words and sentiments within here for you, so you're going to be able to create loads of different projects with these. So you've got baby, some of the samples are absolutely gorgeous that the design team have put together for these. Now in here you're getting all the words you need, so you're getting thanks, happy, love, sorry, you've also got baby, wishes, laugh and family. Already very, very busy, I need to let you know, and a lot of the stock has already gone before the show. You've been ordering in your droves as well. So definitely pop sooner rather than later if you want to grab those. Now, I again love these. The shadow alphabets are on the show. Let me just grab the whole selection here for you, because these are, I think, if you want something that is really striking, really modern, offers you complete personalisation, and it's going to allow you to do so much, then it is definitely these. You're going to get, some of them are available individually, however, the best value comes when you get the big collection, because £92.13 goes down to £73. 147.63 goes down to $80. It's a huge saving if you are in the US, but it means complete personalisation. I'll just show you a couple of the samples just because I love them so much. When they are pieced back together, these look absolutely amazing. So you can see here I've got things like this man one here is gorgeous. There's that love one there. It gives you that alphabet, and it gives you that drop shadow as well, to give you something that is super modern. Everyone absolutely loves those. £73, $80 if you want to grab those. I'm looking forward to seeing Debbie's demonstration on those a little later in the show. Oh, the ink pad. Now, we have got, there is a smaller 13 piece available for you on the website. However, the best way to get the best value, and especially now, as you know, for a long time we've been saying, oh, we don't have these colours or we don't have those colours, and we've really been waiting to get some of them back in stock. I can tell you, with the Opaque ink pads, we have got them. They're in stock. Now's the time, because you've got all the colours we were kind of short on. So the blues, the reds, the oranges, they're all in stock. I'm going to quickly whiz you through what you're getting included in here. So you've got jet black, ocean blue, parakeet, oasis, straw bale, sandstorm. You've then got honey pot, which is that one there, crushed velvet, pale fig, damson wine, pink tulip, fuchsia. Then you've got plum jam, lagoon, midnight baby blue, green topaz, pine tree. Oh, there's a test at the end, by the way. I hope you can remember all of these. Then you've got frosty jade, grasshopper, Chinese red, Bordeaux, orange, spring meadow, smoke pearl, you've got pumice there, and then finally anthracite, seal brown, and friar brown. Whew, you're covered there, let me assure you. There's less than 100 of those to go around. It's going to be very busy. You're saving 30%, the biggest saving that we bring you on our ink pad collections. Right, Debbie, you love these pigment ink pads, don't you? I know that when we got to do these together, you were cock-a-hoot about them.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe, because they are my favourite. So, and I unashamedly admit that they are my absolute favourite ink pads. They're my go-to. They're the one I use to stamp with, to heat emboss, to do everything with. What I love about the ink pads is the fact that they have the most beautiful opaque colour, so almost like a chalky finish to them. They layer up as well, which is amazing. These aren't man-made inks. They a pigment comes from natural fibres, and the ink pads on this is the ink pad is just incredible because it is absolutely jam-packed with crushed pigments in there that's going to give you just the most intense color wherever you lay it down. And I love the fact that we can build them up, so they're perfect for the first demo that I'm going to do, because what we are going to be showing you, Joe, is the amazing die and stamps that layer up. So what we've got here, you can see mine are well used. I use these all the time. They are actually a stamp, and they come with a die. Now, what I love about these in the set, and I do believe we've got them as well, we've got the they come with the stamps, the floral stamps.
They are, unfortunately, Debbie,
lines.
those bits sold out before we even came live today, I'm afraid. So I've had to take them out of the kit. I know.
Oh,
We've been so busy beforehand.
That.
I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm glad that people got them, but at the same time, but I mean, if you've got them in your demo, then go for it, Debbie. You know, snooze you lose, y'all, as Sonia from Louisiana says.
You snooze, you lose. I love that. So right, so what we'll do then, we'll just show how we can put a card together, and then you can use any other stamps that you've got in your collection, because if you've got floral stamps, butterfly stamps, everyone's got those, so you'll be able to use those on your collection, and it'll work the same way. So please don't worry if you haven't got them. If you have got them, it'll be great, because you'll see exactly what we can do with them. So should we get started with the first demo?
Let's indeed. I was just wondering, Debbie, whereabouts in Norfolk are you? Because I thought you lived in Suffolk, and I was like, no, Debbie's definitely in Suffolk, and then I saw the tag and I was like, oh, she's in Norfolk.
I'm right between. So our Lizzie, she lives in Suffolk, but she literally is just half an hour. Well, in fact, she's 10 minutes down the road from me. So I've got Norwich one side, Bury St Edmunds the other side. So I live in a town called Thetford.
I know it well.
Yeah, so we're on the so don't start any rumours, will you, about us, Joe?
I'll do my best to try not to. I can't promise. Not far from the beach though, if the sun ever shines for you, Debbie.
Oh, it's lovely. We've got Hunstanton, we've got Wales, we've got Great Yarmouth. Yeah, all the lovely beaches.
You're spoiled for choice. You really
Sheringham,
are.
Yeah, we really are. Right, so what I'm going to do first of all is we've got the die cut. So this is our family I'm using. I'm just going to die cut that into here. Now, I should have my Gemini Mini is out of reach, and I should have just run it through there, which would have been a lot quicker. But what I have got is, although I've got my big Gemini, I've got my Gemini Junior plates. So it will only take 8 seconds just to pop them through. So we're going to pop that through our Gemini, get our die cut out, and then that will be done. Now, I've got a really good... Now, you're probably thinking, and I know a lot of people like to stamp first and then do their die cutting. Now, sometimes that works well, but when you've got a die that is a solid die, it means when you put it over your image, you might sometimes just get more white showing on one side or less on the other side. So I actually like to cut mine first. So we've got our image and then stamp on top of it. Now, what I do really love, and I don't think they're not on the show, but that you will find them on the website, is our stamping platform, because I have a really cool little tip for you all. So if I just bring in a scrap piece of paper, I'm going to lay that upside down, and now I'm just going to bring in my stick and spray. Now I know stick and spray is something that they had that Sarah's bought you in the US. So if you are in the US watching, you will have been able to purchase this. And all I'm doing is just spritzing a bit on the side first before I just go on top. I'm just putting a little bit of stick and stay on the back, because what I can then do is I can use this to stick, and it's all washable. That will all come off. So let's just pop that out of the way. I'm going to just place this onto my stamping platform. Now what that will do is hold it in place, because the stamp takes up the majority of this image or the die cut. I can't put my magnets around to hold
Debbie,
it in place.
for a
That's the
second there, I
reason.
wondered what it was you were holding there. As you, if you can see it, Debbie, from the other angle, what you'll see is, looking at your stamping platform there, I was like, I thought you got a fishing rod in your hand there or something for a minute. I was like, what on earth is that? I just need to let everyone know. I know, I was like, really, what is it? I just popped it and looked away.
I'm not going fishing.
I just need to let everyone know, some people are having a little bit of a problem with the feed, Debbie, over on Facebook. What I would say to those people is, get yourself over to YouTube. It's much clearer over on YouTube, or even better, pop yourself to our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, because it's absolutely fine there, and that takes the feed from YouTube. I don't think it's everyone, but I think few of you are having a few buffering issues on Facebook, so I just wanted to let you know that. So get yourself over to YouTube or our website and you'll have no problems whatsoever. Sorry about that, Debbie.
No, not at all. The last thing we want is people not to be able to watch and get all the hints and tips. So I love that. So yeah, pop over to YouTube. Like Joe said, that's amazing. So, and sorry if I'm buffering, and that's my end. So you just never know with these being able to switch from the studio. I mean, it's great technology, but sometimes it just doesn't always give us that pitch perfect.
I think it's just a Facebook thing, Debbie, honestly, because I've got you loud and clear here in the studio. So might be the weather. I mean, have you seen it? What's the weather like outside your window there?
So, yeah, it's actually come across quite dark, and we've had a few spots of rain today. It's been thunders.
It was literally raining cats and dogs here a minute ago, just before we came live. So maybe that's what it is.
Wow.
Who knows? But hopefully everyone's got us good to go now.
I'm still masking though. It's so hot. Right. So what we're going to do is I've put my stamp now exactly where I want it, and then I'm just going to pick it up with my platform. So you can see this is still in place, but we've got our stamp in place. Now, the reason I like to do it this way is because, and I don't know if any of you have problems, not that I'm having problems, but sometimes when you're inking up, you don't get that perfect inking down every single time. But what I also want, I want a really solid build up of color. So I'm not going to stamp this properly, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm just going to press down and come up. So you can see it's a little bit patchy. Now, if I push down, that color would have all filled in and it would be fine. But what I actually want to do is build the color up. And it's why I love the Opaque ink pads, the pigment ink pads, because you can build that color up without having to do anything else that's going to be harsh on your fingers. So that's starting to fill up a bit more. I can still see there is some more at the top and the bottom. I like to rotate my pad as well, because it just makes sure the pressure is going all over that stamp. So just pushing my fingers round. And because it goes perfectly, I mean, there we go. Look at that. It looks incredible. So that's our first layering that we've got done. So I'm just going to slightly peel this away. And then we'll just pop this to one side, because what we are going to do now is I'm going to bring in just a scrap piece of paper. We're going to place this onto here, and I'm just going to just push down, because what I do want, I've got a little bit of die cut there. There we go. What I do want to do is get some, it was right in front of me, here it is. So just going to sprinkle on some clear embossing powder. So the great thing about having pigment ink pads is they stay sticky for a little bit of time, which means you can do all your fantastic heat embossing. But what I also want to do now, our Leanne, she does, you might have seen, but she does some embossing, but she does triple embossing. When you've got a small area like this, you don't actually need so much embossing. So I'm going to double emboss. So first of all, I'm just going to grab myself a pokey tool.
It sounds like a dance move, Debbie. I'm just doing the double emboss, and then I'm going to do the double emboss. Now I'm doing a triple emboss.
Do you know what, Joe?
Are you much of a dancer, Debbie?
Oh, I love dancing. I love dancing, Joe. I wouldn't even say I was probably a brilliant dancer, but I'm one of the. I dance around the room. I dance with my grandchildren. I'm always dancing. I love it. Just love it so much.
Oh, I'm
Really
looking
nice.
forward to getting out and doing some dancing when we're allowed to, you know.
Oh, Joe, wouldn't that be amazing? I just love it. Anywhere I can go to dance, yeah. And I can be really silly as well.
Oh,
And in fact, Joe,
absolutely.
you always remind me, because one of my favorite songs, and unfortunately there are videos of me, because every time the shake it, you do the shake when you're
Shake a card, shake a card, shake
that's
it
it,
off.
yeah.
Right, okay.
when that song comes on, I like go
Oh, is
mad.
that your... Mine that I lose it to is Footloose is the one that gets me every time.
Wow,
You want to
that's
see me...
amazing.
Honestly, I bound around the room like a Labrador. What's had too many treats when Footloose comes on. Especially if it's a
That's
wedding,
brilliant.
all bets are off.
That's brilliant. I love it. Yeah, I'm exactly the same, Joe. Oh my God, yeah, I love to just let my hair down. And I don't think you're ever too old, are you, to have a good old boogie?
Oh, absolutely not. Do you remember that? Do you remember the ballroom dancing granny from Britain's Got Talent that used to was, and then she got swung around at the end? There's proof if
Oh
ever
my
you needed
goodness.
it.
So much so. Yeah, she was incredible, wasn't she?
She really was.
Right, so we've got our bit of our topper here. So this is what your die is. You're getting your die, you're getting some stamps here. So you've got different ones that coordinate with this. Now, these are so important, I think, because family are the people that have been around you the most just lately. And we've got sort of together we make a, so family is everything. Friends are the family. We choose for ourselves. Where life begins and love never ends. So lots of really heartfelt sentiments that go with these, which look amazing. Right. So I'm going to switch over and I'm going to use just going to grab a piece of kitchen towel just to take my stamp off. And just pop that to the side.
How do you clean your stamps, Debbie? What do you? Because I know a lot of people have a lot of different ways that they do it, don't they?
Do you know what I've been doing a lot lately, Joe? I always have a bottle of water at hand. And what I have been doing, I get some good quality kitchen towel and I just wet that a bit.
Right.
So I just keep that at hand all the time. I've stopped using wet wipes completely now
Okay.
because there's a big thing, isn't there, about wet wipes? And I know people use them, but I just decided that it was something I wanted to do. And they're perfect for cleaning off your stamps. So I literally just clean off my stamps. Now, the pigment ones will stain a little bit. You can see my stamp is quite blue. Just bring this over onto the
And is
desk.
that's normal, I'm guessing?
That's completely normal. It won't do any harm. It won't contaminate. It won't do anything at all. Sorry, I've just dropped my kitchen towel.
We need to get you one of those. We need to get you one
Contaminate.
of those Totally Tiffany Leanne buddy bags for that kitchen towel. That's what you need.
Oh my goodness! Do you know what, Joe? I'm waiting to get paid because as soon as I get paid, I'm going to be stocking up.
Might be some of that coming
Yeah,
your way on Sunday. A little birdie has just told me.
I know, I just can't wait. So we're just really excited to get our stock in and get it all sorted. I love it. I just think the Totally Tiffany range is incredible. There's so much to be able to get organised, isn't there? And I do love,
Although, you
how
know
much I
what?
love
You
to be
look pretty well
organised.
organised to me from what I can see behind you there, Debbie. I'm not seeing much mess. Not seeing any mess at all, actually.
Do you know what, Joe? And I know I'm a bit of the envy of people because a lot of people, they say crafters are messy. I'm just not a messy crafter. I like to be neat and tidy. When I go up to the studio, I'm like tidying, cleaning. Everyone will tell you that's the first thing I do because I like to be completely organised when I'm crafting.
I wish I could say that my life is in any way similar to that, Debbie, because it really isn't. I am just a bit of a slob.
I could organise your life, Joe.
Oh, please. Please do.
Yes. we could get together, I'll start organising your life for
Fantastic.
you.
Come up and stay at the house. Do a show here once we're allowed to, and you can get me organised. I've got boxes and boxes of stuff still from when I moved that needs sorting out. So I think it'd be great.
Wait. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it. Right, so I'm just using these stamps. Now, I know a lot of you have grabbed them and they've all sold out, but I am going to use them because they're in my demo. And I'm also going to let you know that you can use any other stamps. So anything else you've got in the collection, sorry, not in this collection, but anything that you've got to use, you can use them on. Now, I'm going to use a couple of colours here to coordinate with my blue. So these are all colours that you're getting in that set. So what I'm going to do is keep my family to hand, because what I do want to do is I want to see roughly where I want to put them. So I think I'm going to pop my flower just here, put my butterfly here, so I know that I'm not going anywhere where I don't need them. So just popping them down, and we're going to use the beautiful fuchsia pink on these. This one is my absolute favourite. Now, Leanne likes to, I've seen lots on Crafters TV where Leanne likes to pounce and dab. I like to actually circle motion on mine.
You like to give it a little rub?
Yeah. I like to give it a little rub, Joe. Yes, exactly. A gentle rub, and it just gives that little circular motion onto your actual stamp, and it just builds up that layer. So it just works really well. So I'm just popping these down, and again, I'm not worried if I don't get a clear ink, although we've got a perfect ink there, which is lovely, but I do want to put another layer on just to make that a bit darker. The other thing is I like to put those extras on because it makes it stay wetter for longer. So it means while we're building up all that colour, we can still keep it quite moist. Oh, nearly stamped the wrong way. And it means that we can still heat emboss.
I was just thinking though, I get for the background here, I bet you could use your rotating stamps or your layering stamps if you wanted to.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, any of your stamps were going to work really well with this collection. These, the ones that are in them, I'm not sure what all of them are, but there's some really lovely ones. So things like Happy and Baby, but I'm sure you've gone through them, Joe, and told people what they are. So I'm just going to then bring that one back in, and I'm going to bring another butterfly, this one here. There's actually layering stamps in here, but I'm not going to tell you about them all because we haven't got them.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were giving me a sneak peek of something that was coming up then. I thought you was going to give some of the launches away. Because I know you get your hands on them all first, Debbie. We all know that it all goes to you before, months before it goes to HSN.
That is so true. I'm so lucky. I'm really fortunate enough to bring things to you. But to be honest, Joe, a lot of the things at the moment are what we've already had in the UK. So they're going to HSN a little bit later.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
we've been doing we've been doing some world launches as well here on Crafters TV before anyone has had them. It's been absolutely amazing to have everyone joining us, for world exclusives, which is very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, I think our Christmas ranges this year have been the best we've ever done.
Oh, yes. We does know. See, I get in trouble all the time, right? Because I was talking about the Rose Gold collection for months before it came out. Yeah, and I've seen the Christmas collection and people are telling me off for already getting them excited about it. But it is worth getting excited about, isn't it, Debbie?
Oh, so much so. Honestly, I do wonder how we can come up with anything better, Joe, but we do. We seem to nail it every single time, and it's why people love us at Crafters Companion. Leanne and her team are truly the most incredible designers ever, and everything works so well. I just love the fact that it gets better and better all the time. And what I really adore is the fact that everything we do at Crafters Companion makes us look like we're experts. You know, it's not us being experts, Joe. It's because we have the right tools, the right things that make us those experts. And you at home can be doing exactly the same thing. You're going to be able to get them, you're going to find inspiration straight away. And like, I know you were saying earlier, Joe, as well, that Crafters TV, all the videos we do, they stay online, they're there forever.
Yeah, they do.
So
What a lot of people actually have been
yeah.
sharing the video this week is they write the day that it was on the packaging, is what Pam was telling me she does. What a great idea. So then every time she goes back to use that product, she knows that all she needs to do is go on to
Yep.
Crafters TV, find the day, go back and find the day, and then she's got all the inspiration there, all the video tutorials ready to go. So she'll see all the same demonstrations first time she bought it. I mean, it is fantastic. It is unlike
Yep.
really anything else that I can think of, any other retailer, isn't it? It's very special.
Absolutely, it's so special, yeah. And Christmas, we have to be on the ball and bring out something different, because Christmas is the one time a year that, although we make a lot of cards and projects, we only do it that one time a year. So we have to start early so we can get them in first, because we still have to keep up with the birthdays and anniversaries and weddings all the year through. So getting your Christmas cards done, we have to make sure that we're bringing value in what we've got. And I mean value, not in price. We want value in how much we can do with something. And honestly, it has blown me away what we've had out for Christmas this year. I'm just loving them, especially edgeables, because you know I love a good edgeable.
Oh, did you see the double-sided ones as well?
I've got them, Joe.
Oh,
I've
of
been
course you've
playing
got
with them.
them.
Yeah, I love them. And I have to say, and that's another thing for me, is double-sided dies. You cannot beat them. I just think whoever come up with that idea in the first place is ingenious. I mean, if you love dies, you've got to love a double-sided die.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They were so busy. If you want to go back and watch the double-sided dies back, oh, actually, do you know what, Debbie? You might be able to get another sneak of those on Sunday, on Sunday's Roundup show. They'll definitely be back
Yes.
there with that. A lot of questions coming in, Debbie, about the pigment ink pads and where they sit
Yep.
alongside the other ink pads that we bring to you. Where, because I think it's fair to say, isn't it, that you need all of our ink pads, let's face it, but the pigment ones, I know you adore them.
Yeah, you absolutely need all of them. So I've just pinched my ink pads are to the side of me, so they're always at hand. And I'm just bringing all our three. I'm bringing the same colours, so they're all the same colour family that I'm bringing in Vision here. So we've got our fuchsia, but we've got it in our water reactive. Now, our water reactive, Leanne had on this morning. The water reactive is probably the one you're going to be able to do the most with. You can stamp with it, you can add water to it. There's lots of techniques that you can do with it. So that is the one that's, we would say, is the most used for all crafters. It's the one that you're going to do all your blending techniques with. You're going to be able to add your water. You're going to be able to do just so much with that one. And I do apologise. I said Leanne was using it this morning. It wasn't. She was using the watercolour pens, I believe. And the only reason I said I thought she was using ink pads, because I see Joe, he said it looked like she was using the Harmony ink pads,
Indeed.
but she wasn't.
It did. It really did look like that.
Yeah. Now, the quick drying ones are fabulous, because these are what we tend to stamp in, because they're quick drying. So if you want to have our multi-layering stamps and you want to stamp over and over again, they dry straight away. As soon as they hit the paper, they dry. But you can still edge with them, you can still blend with them. So there's still lots of things that you can do with them as well. And then the Harmony ink pads, for me, are the ones that I go to for everything. They stamp beautifully. I love the way it lays down that opaqueness, which means it's a solid color. So like we did with this color here, we've got this completely opaque solid color. That is something that I really look for in the crafting, because I like things to look as perfect as possible. And I know crafting shouldn't be perfect, but for me, that's just the type of crafter I am. So I get those perfect results every time when I'm stamping, when I'm heat embossing. We can double emboss, we can triple emboss. There's just so much we can do with the opaque ink pad. So you definitely need all of them. It's just a case, what I would say is pick your favorite colors and try a few of each, and you'll get to grips with the ones you use the most, and then build up your collection.
Yeah,
So if you
absolutely.
can't go
And the
for
other
them,
thing is, Debbie, wait for them to be on an amazing offer. You know, we never offer you 30% off our ink pads. I mean, this is that one deal that we do on the 29 piece collections, which allows you
yeah.
to get the great deal. Don't forget, everyone will get the free gift, which is amazing. Also, you can use your Club Inspired discount. So silver members in the UK, you'll be spending £90. Platinum members in the UK, you'll be spending £80. So to get that many ink pads is amazing. Sorry for derailing your demonstration there, Debbie.
No, not at all. I love to talk. I could talk about ink pads all day, Joe, because I absolutely love them. They are amazing. Now, what you can do with them, and you can see the vibrancy in these colours. So if we go back to the demo, I was going to show you how to do a background, but actually, because we haven't got the stamps, any floral stamps that you've got in your collection, you can create a background like this, which looks absolutely incredible. So I've just made myself a little gatefolded card here, and I'm just going to mat and layer our papers inside. Now, all I would say is with the when you do this one, what I actually kept in mind was my topper. So all I've done here is added friends are there and we choose for ourselves. So when we put our family in there, we've got friends are the family, we choose for ourselves. I mean, there's no truer saying, isn't there? Because your friends are the people that you choose. I am so lucky that I have just the most amazing friends. And they just keep me going through all sorts of times in my life, and I've been friends with some of my best friends for 30 odd years.
Oh, that's lovely. Mine are rubbish. If they're watching, you're all useless compared to. I'm joking. I'm only joking. I mean, yeah. I've got great friends. Well, they wouldn't be your friends otherwise, I guess, would they?
Yeah, absolutely. And they are, you do have to, you do get to choose your friends, and the friends that are just going to be your lifetime friends, they're always there for you, aren't they? So what you need to do, what I've done here is I made sure when I was stamping, I kept putting my die cut image, and all I've used is our Debbie had these on the other day. She was on with the nesting die. So I've just used so this is our torn edge oval. So I've just cut this out. This is what I've been stamping onto. And I just made sure that when I was putting that in the middle, you'd be able to see around there. And then when I come to doing this side bit, I wanted it. Can you see? I've sort of narrowed it up. So you just need to make sure that even though it's quite random, the stamping, I also wanted to make sure that this was sat in the middle of it as well. So it's just really nice getting that composition of your card and seeing exactly where you want to lay those stamps down.
Yes, absolutely. If you did want to go through any of the nested dies, they are still available right now. You can go back to yesterday's Cartload show. It was a double Debbie day here on Crafters TV. So you can go and have we've got it's triple Debbie with you in the mix as well, Debbie. It's a triple Debbie week here on Crafters TV, which is fantastic. What have you been crafting for yourself much whilst you've been on lockdown, Debbie? And if so, what's been sort of your go-to since we've all had this bit of extra time on our hands?
Yeah, so it's really weird, and I think my family are just starting to get it, Joe.
Right.
Because what's been happening while I'm talking, I'm just going to finish this demo. So we've just got this one to stick in. I've got two here for some reason. It must have been one I've done earlier. I'm just going to use my 3D glue gel because I just want it to come up a little bit from the image. Sorry, Joe, now I've lost my train of thought.
You were talking about your family finally getting it.
Yes, because my job is also my hobby. So when I want to chill out and do something, I want to come up and craft. So look, can we literally just take a minute out to look at this card? I just love that. We've got that really funky background. We've got that really gorgeous ink. I mean, look at the colours of this ink. This, honestly, you cannot get better laid down of colours than this. It's just gorgeous. So any of your friends that you want to send that to, you've just got really nice sentiments. These stamps and dies are just amazing.
Yeah, they really are so versatile. Nice that you've got the option to personalise it as well by way in which you choose the stamp. So you could give people sort of coordinated ones that didn't match almost if you wanted to.
Oh, totally, yes. And you can do them whatever you want. So, I mean, I've done this as very much a female card because it's very colourful. But if you want to send one of these to a male card, that you can make that sort of more masculine colours as well. So, not that I'm sure you would appreciate a colourful card, Joe, but
Oh,
do you know what I mean? You
absolutely.
can make it more manly. So,
I
yeah. So
appreciate
what I have started
I
doing.
appreciate a colourful
Sorry.
anything. That's right. I appreciate a colourful anything. You know me, Debbie. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whiz through some deals that are getting really busy,
Yeah,
Debbie. I'll give you a minute just to reset for your next demonstration, if that's all
brilliant.
right. I just need to let everyone know as well, if you are watching us over on Facebook and it is a bit glitchy this evening or this morning, wherever you are, there just seems to be a bit of a thing with Facebook today. It just doesn't seem to be running smoothly. So what I've done is I've popped myself over to the YouTube channel and I'm monitoring the comments now on the YouTube channel. So if you're on YouTube and you're watching there, say hello, give me a wave. I bet your usernames are different and now I'm not going to be able to recognise you. But anyway, say hello. Let me know what you're doing with your weekend. I'd love to know because this is what the Craft House is all about, easing you into your weekend. If you want to watch us on and shop at the same time, it's really super simple to do that with us here at Crafters TV. You can do that by popping along to our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, and there you can watch all the demonstrations and of course you can see all the deals there as well. Right, I need to give you a reminder of some stuff that is on the show that is proving very, very busy. What we've got here is a Floral tacky glue, an all-purpose glue bundle, £6.50 or $12. I'll find you a little picture of this so you can see exactly what you're getting. But very, very busy on this. £6.50, $12, as I said. Really great to get the two together for that great price. And really, I mean, get a bit of 3D glue gel, you've got yourself completely taken care of there with all your adhesive needs, which is fantastic. Some people are saying hello to me on YouTube. This is the first time ever we've communicated on YouTube. Mandy's saying hello, I can see Lynette, Terry's here, Jennifer, Creative Space. Dances with Pam, I bet she can do the double emboss. Can't you, Pam? We've also got Charlotte saying that card is lovely. She loves planners and crafting by Beverly. Love that name, Beverly. Says, Craft Joe, I craft with a big smile on my face. I bet you do. Shirls is saying hi. Mandy's saying hi. I love your usernames over on YouTube. Vera's saying hello. I can see loads of people. Let me know what you're doing with your weekend or what you've been crafting. I'd love to know. I've got the iPad right here and I'll be diving into there. Let me share with you something else that was on the show yesterday, but we had to bring it back because it was so busy and it's been very busy again today in the show. It is our Centura Pearl. It is our card and paper bundle. So you've got 30 sheets of card in here in those beautiful colours. And then what you've got are these papers. So you've got some coated ones, you've got some pearlescent ones, some uncoated ones, some sort of tissue style ones. You've got some almost like mulberry-esque ones in there as well. You've got a little bit of everything. $5.99 for one or $9.99 if you're in the US. However, it's on a buy more, save more. So £10 gets you two in the UK. Four would be £20. Two for $16 in the US. $32 would get you four, of course, as well. Now, let's move on and let me show you the Debbie Fisher balls. We just absolutely adore these. They've been so busy since they were launched in the UK. Let me take you through something. So in this bundle, you've got congratulations, you've got hello, thinking of you, and good luck as well. And what they do in one pass is they give you all of this beautiful detail. Now, because they're an edgeable, it means you can do all of the edgeable techniques that you've already seen. So 6 hours of edgeable masterclasses are now available to you over on Crafters TV. So you can absolutely pop yourself over there and watch back all of those tutorials as well. And I hope this gives you, I love it with a flower forming foam introduced as well. You can see here just a handful of ways in which you're going to be able to use these. They are so busy. At £25 gets you all four, which is great value for money. You're saving 20% or $38. What I'd do is I'd be putting those in my basket. If I was in the UK, I'd be whacking some of that glue in there as well to get the free gift. Now, today's free gift is the Lily collection die. It's the lace border die. It's worth $9.99 or $9.95, but it will appear in your basket when you've got £30 or $30 worth of product in there, which is fantastic. 40% of it though has already gone. Yesterday's sold out literally just as we got to the second show, so it's very, very busy there. Right, I'm going to dive back into these comments here and see what people are saying. You are really, they're very vocal, you know, in YouTube. I never usually, I'm in the YouTube comments because obviously I'm watching the Facebook ones. The Manx Dog Lover says, "Hi Joe, I'm a regular on Facebook on Crafts TV. Different name on YouTube. It's Caroline from the Isle of Man." Oh, we go way back, Caroline. Of course I know who you are. A lot of you are talking about saying, "Hi, Joe, I'm crafting. I'm using the alphabet builder block on my here quilt for my granddaughter. I love these dies. Just wait till you see." Vera says, "Just wait till you see the Colour Me Happy I've done for you. It's in the post." The paper is lovely, says Tonya. Hello, Joe and Debbie from Michigan saying, "Stace." I love it when we all get together in the craft house on a Friday. It is so much like, oh, Beth says, "Hi, Joe. My brother's birthday is tomorrow. Since we don't want to go to restaurants, he asked me to grill, of course, and I will be making cards too. Happy birthday to your brother, Beth, is what I would say. Right. We're going to go back to Debbie. Talking of birthdays, Debbie, I believe it might be someone's birthday this weekend, is it?
It certainly is, Joe. I love a birthday.
When is it?
My birthday. It's the 21st. I actually share my birthday with Cray. We're both summer solstice babies. Yeah,
what is it? Is there some sort of, does
June.
this mean there's some sort of strange pagan ritual we've got to do every time it's your birthday? No.
I reckon we should. It's obviously, see, I always say it's Prince William's birthday as well. So I always say I share my birthday with a prince.
You're practically royalty. You're crafting royalty for sure, Debbie. Anyway, that is 100% the case. What do you fancy showing us next, then, Debbie? I mean, because this is your show.
I know, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to show you the edgeables again. So this, I'll say again, we haven't showed you them yet. So we're going to our Debbie Fisher balls. I love that Joe has named them that. It's just very apt, and I love it. We're going to go for the congratulations one. Now, congratulations, we always tend to think about as sort of weddings, anniversaries, engagements, but there's lots of other ways to use a congratulations. So I'm going to show a little bit of a different card. So what I've got here is just a 6x6 card blank, and I'm using my edgeable. Now these edgeables are very special. I love these because now in our edgeables that we've done previously, you'll see a little notch at each side, which you have to line up. These you don't have to line up because they've got a flat edge. So the flat edge goes against a flat edge. I haven't got to worry where this bit goes because the flat edge goes on the flat edge. So they're really easy to put down. So I'm just going to line my flat edge up here, my flat edge up at the bottom, and we're just going to put a piece of, before I put the tape down, the other thing is just to remind you, when you're making an edgeable concept card, make sure where your cutting edge is. So I know that this is my cutting edge, and I know that's going to go on the outside.
Debbie, is it possible to make cards that are longer or wider than the dies, or do we need to make a card that sort of sits up to the length of that die?
No, you can absolutely make them longer. I mean, you might not want 2 centimeters, but actually you would be able to elongate if you've done so if I was to put this, if we look back on the mat again, if I was to put that here, I could then cut it onto this bit as well.
Okay.
So you could just keep going and you'd have it all. You could make a banner, couldn't you, Joe? That would be amazing. So, right, so I'm going to run this through Gemini. Couldn't think of the word then. It just eluded me. Just running that through. So just popping that through our Gemini. So while that's going through, they're super easy to do because edgeables can go on any edge that you've got, whether it be a folded over edge, whether it be the size of an edge that you've got. They can go in any direction. And as you can see from the samples that Joe's been showing you, they will really create this just incredible effect on your cards. Now look, I mean, that is amazing that it comes out.
Did you have your metal plate in there?
No, not at all.
That just your regular sandwich?
Yeah.
Wow.
just my regular sandwich. So I've got my bottom plate, and I'm going to put it through again, actually, Joe. And what I am going to do, I'm just going to tap it on the side of my thing here, just so I can then pop it on the other side, because we're going to do a double whammy here. So I'm going to again
A double
line
Debbie
that
Fisher
black
ball? Are
paper.
you joking? Shut the front door, shut the back door. Honestly, Debbie is doing a double Debbie Fisher ball. That's what this technique is called.
A double Debbie Fisher ball.
That's it, yeah, you got it. You should patent that, Debbie.
No, there's so many, didn't they, with D's? It's like, I remember doing a show once before, and it was Debbie's double discounted deals.
That's brilliant.
I know, and I got so excited. It's like every minute I felt like I was a market trader. I was like, it's Debbie's double discounted deals.
That looks
that's
great.
how quick it is. And also the other one with Debs, we sometimes say, when me and Debbie have been on Create and Craft before, or Crafters TV, we then say that it's the day of the Deb.
The day of the Deb. We should do that for Halloween, shouldn't we? The day of the Deb.
Yes! Oh, that would be so funny, wouldn't it?
That would be great.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to need my glasses on again. I've popped them down. There they are. So I'm literally just going to get my scissors and just go across to where that has come away. And just where I've got that little bit, I can just snip into that, and that'll be absolutely fine. And the same with this one. Just snip round just to connect that top part. And that gives us just the most beautiful decorative panel on the front there. So if I just bring in a piece of card, just so you can see it better on your screen. So if I just pop that underneath, you can see how beautiful that is going to start to look. And just all these bits here, they will all come out. So if I just get my brush here, just give them all those little tiny bits. There we go. I just love these so much. The dies are beautiful for cutting. They cut so well, cut all the way through. I'm using a 300 GSM cardstock, which is amazing. Now, what we are going to do, and I won't do a lot of it. In fact, I won't do the stamping on the card. I think what I'll do, Joe, is we're going to switch now to our next demo, but we're going to use it in conjunction with this one.
Wonderful.
So I'm going to actually use the baby. So this is what I was saying about congratulations. We don't tend to think of the big congratulations dies as using them on babies' cards, or these type of dies to use on babies' cards. So I thought it'd be nice to do a baby boy card. So I'm going to use these ones. And again, what I love about this one,
have you got any shark dies knocking about?
Any what?
Any shark dies knocking about? Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo. It could be amazing.
It would.
I also recently thought there is no kind of animal that you can't babyfy. Do you want me to give you a good example of that? Baby horse neigh 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 neigh, baby duck quack 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 quack, baby pig oink 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 oink. See, it goes on. I mean, it's a whole day of fun to be had there. It could be you could do a whole plethora of cards just on that concept.
Why has no one done this, Joe?
I ask myself that every single day, Debbie.
Yes, why have they not done that? That baby, that would be in my head now all day, because my granddaughter was singing that as soon as it was out. That's all we had was the baby shark. So, and I was obviously Grandma Shark.
Grandma Shark. Oh, that is super cute.
Right, so we've cut that out again as before. I like to have that sort of cut out, and I did exactly the same before. So just so we can get some more demos in, because I'm quite aware of the time, I'm going to bring in the one I've done now. I have used the baby blue, so not on this one I didn't. It's the one in the baby blue collection, so it's the ocean blue. But look how beautiful that stamps. and just heat embossing like we did on the last demo, it looks just incredibly shiny. So it's given us that really gorgeous topper. And then I've just put some pads on the top just to be able to do that with.
We're going to
Now,
go through them again. I'm
really
going to get you to chat about them again in a few minutes, Debbie, but I just need to let everyone know that the ink pad collection is off the chart busy. I know it'll make you happy, Debbie.
I'm not surprised.
However, you know, earlier I said we had less than 100. We've got less than 75 now, so it is really busy. On the big collection, on the smaller collection, we've actually got less than 50. So it just depends which one you want to go for, whether it is the 13-piece or the 29-piece. They both work well, but I'm definitely going to get you to do me another Debbie Fisher ink school again before the end of the show. The finger is coming out then. I was very, very serious about that, Debbie.
Oh, I'll absolutely do it, Joe. I love ink pads, and the pigment ink pads really are my favourite. They're the ones that if someone asked me which ones to go for, I'd say that if you could only afford one set, go for the pigment ink pads. They are my go-to all the time, the ones I use all the time. They are amazing. So look at this card here. So I've done this card. We've cut our edges out here, and then I've stamped. Now, again, look at the colours in these pigments. Now, this is what I was saying about layering. So I've used our stamps. I won't bring them in to show you because I know they've sold out, but I've layered this sort of scuff mark almost down the side here, and then I've just layered our butterflies on top of this, so they're really good at layering and look beautiful. So just with my piece of card, I'm just going to get my tacky glue. Again, my go-to glue is tacky glue, so I'm going to use this just to go around on the back of our card, and we're just going to pop this to highlight on the inside. And what's really lovely, what you will find, and I'm sure everyone agree that it's got different ink pads. If you've got the quick drying or the Harmony ink pads, the colours, although they're the same colour family, they are slightly different in their colours. They're more vibrant. They're more sort of just what I would call a prettier colour ink. And that is because they are opaque. So when you've got an opaque ink, it just goes absolutely beautifully layering up those colours. They are gorgeous.
They do look lovely. I just love the all-over coverage that they give as well. Like if you want to colour a piece of cardstock, for instance, the pigments are great, aren't they, for giving you like a proper coverage, which is wonderful.
So amazing, so amazing. You just can't go wrong with them at all. So I've just got some foam pads on the back, and we're just going to pop our baby right in the centre here, just deciding where I want it. And this is quite a simplistic card. I mean, really, just by adding a few layers inside and then your edgeables that go here, you've got congratulations on your baby. And now because the stamps, I've misplaced them. What have I done with them?
Oh, Debbie, what you like?
I've got them. I want my like. I've got them. So you've got all these different ones. So what's really great about this stamp set, and once somewhere along your life trail, you will know someone that's having a baby. So if you know they're having a boy, or if you don't know, you could do this card quite generic. Then you can put a baby shower. So you could take the card to a baby shower. You could still do that if it's a boy or a girl and do it in pink or blues or greens, whatever. And then you've got your boy, your girl, new baby. I just love how the simplicity of these stamps, but actually such a dramatic card. That is just gorgeous that we can do that. Really beautiful.
That is a really gorgeous project. There's lots of birthday love for you on the comments. Just to let everyone know, I normally monitor the comments on Facebook. Facebook's been a bit glitchy tonight, so I'm monitoring the comments on YouTube. Tammy says, "Hi Joe, it's me." I'm like, "Oh, hi Tammy." But I had a friend of yours here. Who was it? Someone is tuning in. It's Lynette Coleman says, "I live in Thetford too, and I know Debbie." So it really is like we're in the craft house together.
Hello, Lynette.
Hi Joe, first time chatting from California, says Kathy, which is amazing. Right, I've got to the birthdays. Ready? So, happy birthday, Debbie, says Mary N. Happy birthday from Elgars, from Terry. Also, happy birthday, Debbie, says Cindy Chastain. Debbie Holiday is saying happy birthday as well. So much birthday love for you. Charlotte Clark saying hello. Oh, Creative Space. Roberta Miller, Jennifer Smith, Sherlan, Assam Kid. Loads of people saying hello. So we're all saying. So which day is it? It's the what?
Sunday.
Sunday. Wonderful.
Yes,
And it's
this
Craig's
Sunday,
birthday.
yeah.
Craig is out the house. He is off the leash, I saw today as well. He can stop. He was in the car when I saw him today. So I didn't see him. When I say see him, saw him on social media, of course, is what I mean. Right. We love you all chatting along. And we're chatting along with you over on YouTube. So definitely join the conversation there. However, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, it's really easy to do that with us here at Crafters TV. Here is a video clip to tell you exactly how you can do it. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there, of course, of how you can watch and shop at the same time, which is wonderful. Right, I'm going to come back. I'm going to run you back through the ink pads. The ink pads are really, really busy. What I would say is the best way to get the best value with these, there's two different collections here for you. Go for the large one. The large one gives you such a comprehensive bundle of different colours, and loads of people collect our ink pads for ages and ages. If you want to just get a really comprehensive bundle and you get the best saving, this is how you do it. This is the size of ink pads that we reserve that 30% discount for, so definitely worth going for them now. Also remember that you can use your club inspired discount on the ink pads as well. So if you're a silver member in the UK, you'd pay £90. If you're a platinum member in the UK, you'd pay £80. All the different colours are in there as well. What you'll notice as well is that we have restocked all the colours. So all the colours that we were really short on, the blues, all of the reds, the purples that are in here, the pinks, you've got absolutely all of them in there. It is really, really busy. Pop yourself across to the website and stock up on those. Right, really busy also on the paper. Someone was asking if it was double-sided. It's not, it's single-sided, this collection. If you want some if you'd like some double-sided, then join me on Sunday for the Cartload show. I'll have some there. This is great value though, what you've got here. It's our Brights collection. You've got the sort of burgundy wine, you've got the wonderful orange and the yellow. They're your cards. And then what you've got is you've got papers. Now the papers are great because some of them are coated, some of them are pearlescent, some of them are uncoated, some of them also got like a sort of tissue-esque quality to them. Wonderful for things like your paper flowers. Great also for matting and layering. You don't want to add loads and loads of bulk, and it's on a buy more save more. £5.99 for one, £10 for two, £20 for four. If you're in the US, $9.99 for one, $16 for two, or $32 for four. So the more you save, the more you buy, the more you save. I'm confusing myself there. Yes, let's move on to the Shadow Alphabet. Now these are just fantastic, and I just love how super modern these are. Play around with things like your mirror, your matte mirror, your glitter card with these. They create apertures. You can paper piece the letters back into here. There's so much you can do with them. You get all of the letters. You get the ampersand and the hashtag, you get the ampersand, sorry, and you also get all the numbers in there as well. So the great thing is, I think, you know, with some collections that we bring you here at Crafters TV, you can kind of just go for a couple of them, and that's absolutely fine. I think with alphabets and numbers, you absolutely need to have all of them, and thankfully, we're going to allow you to get all of them for a really great deal. £73, down from $92.13. If you're in the US, these should be $147.63. However, today, $80 is all you are looking at. Definitely grab them. Very busy for these right now over on the website. I just want to show you a couple of samples whilst we're here as well. So you can see here, Ma'am, that one is lovely. Ma'am's a North, that's a North thing, isn't it, Ma'am? It is indeed, yeah. You've got congratulations here as well. It's Father's Day in the UK here on Sunday. So look at this beautiful drawers, like a chest of little drawers that you've got there. You've got those there as well. Oh, on Sunday, by the way, we want you people to send in their best dad jokes. So any dad jokes that you've got, absolutely send them in. You got any good dad jokes, Debbie?
No, I've not even thought about that. I need to think of one. I've got to share my birthday with my dad this year.
I haven't got a good dad joke, but I've got a good joke for you that makes me laugh and no one ever finds it funny. So I guess it is a dad joke.
Oh, I've got one of those as well.
Perfect. I'll do. How does an elephant ask for a donut?
Oh, I don't know.
Can I have a donut, please? I don't know why. I don't know. It's because it asked with its head. Can I have a donut, please? No? Okay. What's yours, Debbie?
I think that's funny. See, mine's a really old joke, but I shouldn't say it because I'll be in tears because it really does make me laugh.
Go for it.
What do you call a dinosaur with no eyes?
I don't know.
Chipinkysaurus.
Oh, dear.
Every time it makes me cry with laughter. My husband just doesn't get it. He thinks it's not funny. It's an old joke, but it just makes me so laugh. I
love it. I'm gonna keep that one. That's definitely a keeper. Loads of people still chatting away with us over on YouTube, Debbie, and saying hello. People letting us know what they're doing with their weekends. Or people are saying they've received their over the edge character and die bundles. Those were fabulous. Did you check the? Of course, you've had them already. I bet, haven't you? The over the edge ones.
Well, yeah, actually, Joe, I was demoing them myself last night because I do a live on my Crafters Companion
page. Tell us about where we can find that.
Yeah, so Debbie Fisher, Crafters Companion, and it's my own page and for work. And but I just do a demo every Thursday, 8 p.m. British time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And I was doing the overage stamps, and it's a bit of a crafty chat. So it's a crafty chat Thursday. And
I hope there was salacious gossip.
Yeah, so last night was all about animals, so we had to do the over the edge stamps. So yeah, we had this really good chat.
We've had some very interesting chats about animals and biology here on Crafters TV. What is your favourite animal, though, Debbie? Out of interest.
Oh, giraffe.
Giraffes is a good one, isn't it?
Every time. I love giraffes. I absolutely adore. I'm just so fascinated with them.
Do you know that I know I did tell this story the other week on Craft TV. So if you've heard it already, I'm sorry if I'm boring you, but I'm going to tell you, Debbie, because you're a new audience now, and I can wheel out all my old stories that everyone else is bored of hearing because we haven't seen each other for so long. Do you know they have like different stomachs and they like chew their food a bit and then they swallow it? And then it goes down into their tummy, but then it goes into a ball and they can like send it back up and chew on it for a bit longer. Did you know this?
Who do this?
Giraffes.
I did not know that.
I know, there you go.
Is that true?
Well, I'm glad I've been able to impart some giraffe knowledge on you.
Well, I'm just wondering how that works. They've got an awful long neck to get it back up.
Well, you see, if you watch them, if you ever get up close to them, I went to this place called Port Lympne in Kent, and I was able to feed some baby giraffes. It was amazing. And they were talking about it there, and you could see the little balls going up and down. They're like, "Gugunk," up it goes. Gugunk. You know what it's like? You know when you go 10-pin bowling and the ball comes back to you? It was a bit like that.
Well, it's not that fast or hard.
You'd hope not, wouldn't you? You'd really hope not. Okay, what do you want to show us next? I'm having too much fun. We're going to get told off.
I know, it's brilliant. But do you know what? Just what I was saying about being on trend. The biggest trend at the moment is alphabet. These shadow alphabet dies. So if we have a look down to what I've got obviously the word love. Now, the reason I picked this, I know my husband's not watching because he's working. So I'm actually going to do him a bit of an anniversary card because not only is it my birthday on Sunday, it's our anniversary on Tuesday.
You have got an action-packed few days in the Fisher household, haven't you?
I've got a really jam-packed. In fact, tomorrow we've just had our garden done because we've been on lockdown. My husband's been about, my dad's been about, so they've just been doing the garden. So I've got a brand new garden. It looks amazing. I'm so happy. So we've got enough room.
Is it as nice as my garden that's here in the studio? Have you seen my garden in the studio?
I've seen it out the window. It looks amazing.
Oh, I've been done a load of work to it as well. I've been out there loads. There's a lovely little pond in there as well.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. That's why you thought I had a fishing rod earlier.
It was ready to go in my pond.
Fish in your pond. So we're having. I'm doing cream tea for my friends tomorrow. So we've got them coming round. Then we're off to Ipswich to see some friends. Then Sunday we're having a big family barbecue, and we're having a social distancing party. So we've got sort of 3 sets of different tables, so everyone can keep to their own tables. But because it's Father's Day and it's my birthday, so we're going to have this big family barbecue. So I'm really happy with that.
Amazing. Save us a sausage, Debs, won't you?
Well, I would, Joe, but I can't promise because I don't think they'll be no good by the time you get them.
I hope it's sooner than that.
My daughter is making some fudge though, so she's trying a new recipe.
I'll come now. In fact, I'm on my way. Where's the address?
She's going to try jelly bean fudge. I've never heard of that before.
Jelly bean fudge. I can't say I'm on board with that, you know. Maybe I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to fudge.
Yes, I'm not quite sure. So I think it's just because her and my other daughter, my 2 daughters, love jelly beans. So I think that could be the reason why they're going to go that way. Right, so I'm just running these through. As you could see, I wasn't putting them in a straight line. I wanted to put something in a bit of a square because I wanted to do a square card. And sometimes it's just nice to get a different effect when you're using these dies. I've seen a sample of one of the DT. They did a shaped card, which was like baby's cubes, and they put baby, but on each of the cube. You know, you get the alphabet cubes. And I thought that was a really cool thing to do with them. So I'm just putting the words love. So what you can see is that beautiful shadow. If I just bring in a piece of white card, we've got that really gorgeous. Now the shadow is created straight away by having all these bits cut out. And you can see how well they've just fallen out of the die, fallen out of there. Then what I've done is took a red piece of card. Now this was a bit of a tricky one, Joe, because I had to experiment a little bit because we don't do an ink that is like a burnt orange color. This is like a burnt orange color, and I really wanted a sort of burnt orange color. So I tried with this one and using the boudoir, and it's not called the boudoir at all, and I do apologize.
I was thinking, I was like, I can't just chime in and correct her. I was going to let you go with it. I know it's a love card, but it's like an aphrodisiac card. You've gone straight to the boudoir.
Look, love. So
it's the Bordeaux.
It's the Bordeaux. It's because I haven't got the glasses.
Boudoir is such a better name for it.
I think we're going for boudoir.
Let's call it boudoir from now on.
It's a hot red, isn't it? So anyway, this is really weird. So I had a bit of a play. And I cut out the letters. So the O, the inside letters, the O comes out in 2 parts. Then we've got our B, our E, and our L. Now, for some reason, when I apply this, so I'm going to do one. I've got them ready, but I want to do one so you can see. So let me do my largest one, which is probably the E. It's got the most coverage of paper. All I'm going to do is bring in my pad, and I have just a little plastic bag because I don't want to get my fingers all inky, and I'm going to just place my die directly onto the top and then just dab it in.
You need to give Debbie Robinson some of these bags, I think. She'd seen the state of her poor hands yesterday. It's like she looked like she'd murdered a Smurf or something yesterday when she went home.
Bless the murdered
Oh, can you tell it's the weekend, Debbie? I've definitely got that Friday feeling. I don't know about you.
I know. Me too, Joe. I can't wait. I'm just so excited. So you can see already by dipping that in, look at the colour change in that. I'm not sure if you can pick that up, but hopefully you can.
Yeah, we can see that.
For some reason, it sort of puts a rusty sort of colour on the top when you're using it directly on red. And then I'm going to come in again and use my embossing powder. So it's just a clear embossing powder. So we're just going to tap that off. And then we're just going to heat emboss this. So just put it to the side. I will just tap my powder back in, otherwise it will go everywhere.
My producer Laura was just saying that of the stamps and dies we saw earlier, Debbie, that the baby was the busiest. Do you think we're on our way for a post-lockdown baby boom? Do you think as of like So we're from maybe like May time. So if we count forward, how many months is it? 9 months forward. So we'd be like,
well, not
what?
from me, that's for sure.
Sorry?
Not from me, that's for sure.
No, me neither, Debbie, as well. Me
My
neither.
baby days are long gone, Joe. But I think you're right. I do think we're going to see a baby boom. I think a lot of people.
So when would it be if we
know,
went in? Say we went into lockdown, sort of March, April. Would be like end of January, February. We'd be looking at.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Get
So
making
I
those
think
new
you
baby
definitely-
cards now.
Do you think that's why they went for those baby cards?
I think
Because
that's why
the
it's so
baby card-
busy. Yeah, I think it's the only explanation. Loads of you were saying. A lot of you talking about apparently cows also do the same thing with the balls of food. And someone said they're called like remnants or something like that. So now we know.
Wow, they do have weird names. So we've gone from a red to a sort of burnt orange. So this was exactly the colour that I wanted it to be. So I don't know how it did that, but it did do that. So have a play around with your inks to get the colour that you want. Because what I did want, I wanted to create a tile effect to go back inside. So can you see it's given us a completely now different look to that. So now, what I am going to do is just bring in all my other bits here and show you exactly what we've done. So what I've done here is layered up the same dies, but I've cut 3 out. So what it's done is created almost like a wood chip. So it's given us a like 3D topper here. So I've done that in all the colours, but I just need to add the V and the E. So I'm just going to glue those on. Just find myself some glue.
Loads of people commenting along, Debbie. Loads of our regular viewers from Facebook have made the leap over to YouTube for us. So I'm really pleased that you've done that. Christine Mahoney, one of our regulars from Facebook, she is saying hello. Mandy is suggesting maybe the cut-out bits would work well as cake toppers. What do you think, Debbie?
But yes, they'd be perfect, wouldn't they?
They would. Also, producer Laura said you could use the Debbie Fisher balls earlier to cut out like baking paper or like doily material and put that around the side of the cake. I thought that'd be a great idea.
Oh my goodness, how cool. Look at that. That is exactly what they look like. They look like sprinkles. Oh, that's a fabulous idea. I love that when we have crafters looking on, they get all these ideas to us. It's just fabulous. So I've just got which one haven't I done? My V. I've got all these bits stuck to me. Yeah, carry on. I'm just sticking now,
You
Joe.
just
So
have a little stick. Don't you worry. I will.
and then we can just come back.
I need to let everyone know less than 50 of the big collection of the pigment ink pads to go round. Right, Vera says, Joe, you're very funny. It is pronounced, the balls of food is pronounced ruminants. Ruminants. And it's, cows have them. Apparently giraffes and cows have got lots of stomachs, that's why. And they can sort of transfer, sort of move it around a little bit. I think it's a fabulous idea. I'm kind of jealous as well. Someone just said, sometimes people leave me comments and I think they are dangling a carrot, Debbie, out, and I'm going to trip myself up. So, and Annette Fertita, she says, right, it's called, apparently, in the States, they refer to it as chewing their cuds, spelt C-U-D-S. But that sounds a bit rude to me. I'm not sure.
No. That is a saying, chewing the cud. But I don't know. I actually thought chewing the cud meant thoughtful. You were chewing like your ideas. That's what I thought that meant. So that is a proper saying.
Well, goats do it apparently. Cows have got 4 stomachs. Even camels do it too. I mean, we are literally, when people were having to homeschool their children, just bring them here to Crafters TV. Honestly, every day's a school day here at Crafters TV, isn't it?
We have a nation of just experts, don't we? And not even on the craft front, just everything else. How amazing is that?
I've got a lovely
Yeah,
fact from our
chew the
producer
cud.
Laura, who says when animals chew the cud, they chew their partially digested food over and over again. Doesn't sound so
So
romantic now, does it?
that's where it comes from. Then I
We've
don't know why I thought that chewing the cud was a like when you got an idea. I thought it was when you chewed something over.
Yeah,
But I
maybe
could
it
be
me's like
completely
labouring the
wrong.
point or going over and over and over the same thing again. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
sure.
because you're bringing it up. So
A bit like what I'm doing with this point, really, isn't it? With this topic.
yeah, it's just a little bit. So all I'm doing here, Joe, is I've put a little tag on with "You are awesome." So because my husband is so awesome because he puts up with me in all my
That does
crafting
look
ways.
gorgeous, Debbie.
And I do apologise, just in case anyone wants to know where I got that little sentiment from. You are awesome. It actually does come out of the Sarah Signature Rose Gold collection, which hasn't come to the
Oh,
UK
well,
yet,
do you know what?
but
Next week,
it is in
Debbie,
there.
it is Rose
Oh,
Gold Day. This time next
Rose
week.
Gold Day!
Rose, we will be
Wow.
knee deep in rose gold this time. I don't know where I'm going to put it all because there's so much of it. Have you
How
seen the mega bundle and how
exciting.
big it is?
No, I haven't. Oh, yes, the whole thing. Sorry, of the
Yes,
collection is
like the
huge.
ginormous one. I don't know. We're going to fit it in the studio. It's so big. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be quite something.
That
Yeah, so make
is
sure you join us
really
next
amazing.
Friday for that because it's the day it launches. Of course, here in the UK. I know you guys in the US have had a chance to get your hands on it, but yeah, it'll be finally be the day where you get your hands on it as well. And there's
Oh, that's
there's another
brilliant.
exciting thing happening as well, but I can't tell you what that is yet. I don't think.
Oh, sounds amazing. It's quite funny actually, Joe, because I switched out. I was really naughty and treated myself to a rose
I
gold
think there's a problem in
Gemini.
my garden, Debbie. Can you see this? Look, it looks like we've got an alien landing coming in or something. I don't know if you can see. If we take the look, what's going on here? It looks like there's a
I
blaze
can't
out there.
see. I can't see, Joe.
Oh,
I
can
can
you
only see
not?
the ink pads where they
I
come up
think we're
to.
having an alien invasion through the garden, Debbie. If you lose me, you'll know what's happened.
Yeah, you'll suddenly come back in your eyes, Joe, and I'll be like 100. Still
Oh
here in my
dear.
craft room.
You have a lovely time though. Where else would you want to go?
Exactly. Right, so our card looks lovely as it is at the moment. We've just created that beautiful love. You are awesome on the side. I've just put a little bit of string around, but now I'm just going to stick these in because we've almost made like tiled letters, and this is the effect you'll be able to do with those ink pads. They truly are amazing. So sticking that back in, we've created that 3D effect because we've put a tile on there, and they really do look like tiles. You could actually make someone a brooch by doing this effect. Anything
Oh
like a
wow.
brooch, a piece of jewelry, it would just look incredible.
It
So
does
just
look
popping
gorgeous.
these all back in.
And your tacky glue's best one to use for this then, I'm guessing, Debbie, yeah?
Do you know what, Joe? Tacky glue is my go-to glue because a lot of people like the all-purpose. The all-purpose is amazing, but you can't use it on coated, anything that's coated. So
Okay,
because I've coated the top of this, it will actually take away the shine.
I
So
see.
I tend to just use tacky glue because it's water-based. It's not going to mark anything. It won't leave any marks on there. Where the all-purpose is a solvent-based ink, solvent-based glue.
Wonderful.
So
You
just
can get
popping
both of
these
them
in.
today though, which is perfect. So you get the Collal glue and the
Oh,
all-purpose, the tacky and the
yeah.
all-purpose together for $6.50 or $12. Absolute no-brainer. That's
You can see
gorgeous.
the shine in there. So really nice. And I now have an anniversary card for my husband.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. So that's what they call. You'll be like, oh, I made this at work for you, darling. There you go.
Well, he's never forgiven me, Joe, because a few years ago we did the Downton Abbey
Mm.
collection, And I used to go out on the road, and I still work for Crafters Companion, but I used to be a demonstrator in all the
Right.
craft shops. And I'd made a Downton Abbey card with the castle, and I forgot it was my husband's birthday. Well, I didn't forget it was his birthday. I forgot to get him a card, so I gave him this Downton Abbey card, and he's never ever forgiven me for it.
Well, I'd like to say you've learned, but clearly you haven't, Debbie. So, right, I'm going to let you get recap through some more demonstrations. I'm just going to whiz through all the offers that are on the show, starting off with the alphabets. Again, very, very busy on those alphabets. Remember, you get absolutely all of them. So what you've got is, you've got your alphabets in here. You're also going to get your ampersand in there as well, and then you're also going to get all of your numbers too, and it means that you can do all of your numbered birthdays, you can write all of your initials, you can do all the names, all the sort of figures in your life that you might want to create. It's really fantastic, and the great thing is about it that it's very, very modern. That whole drop shadow effect is really quite stunning. You're going to absolutely love that. Now, I think fast becoming the star, however, of this show, other than Debbie, of course, is these pigment ink pad, the Opaque pigment ink pads. We've got less than 50 of them remaining now. £100 or $140 if you want to get them. Remember, 30% discounts are the ones that we really don't do that often. It is with we hold it back for our big collections. All of you that are in Club Inspire, you can use your Club Inspire discount on these as well, which is fantastic. So silver members in the UK, you pay £90. Platinum members in the UK, you'd pay £80 for these, meaning that the savings are fantastic. We're actually not far off spending the same amount as your savings, kind of almost half price for Platinum members. Definitely the day to get started up. All of the great colours back in stock there as well. We've also got the Floral Sentiment Stamp and Die collection on the show for you as well. $44.50 to get yourself all 8 of these, which is great value when considering you've got 8 die and stamp collections there. £44.50 or $55 for that. They are available individually. The popular, or the most popular individually, is the Baby. You can get 2 of these for $12.50 or $15 if you want to get them that way. The Debbie Fisher balls, so busy, as we knew they would be. Of course, the brainchild of our lovely Debbie. And these got those sentiments in there for you as well. £25 or $38. Right, I need to take you back to the card, the mixed card that we've got available for you on the show today. What you've got, of course, is a mixture of colours here, and also a mixture of card and paper. So you've got in the card, you've got those lovely reds, you've got that beautiful orange, you've got that gorgeous lemon, I love that colour. And then you've got your papers, and a good mixture of coated papers. You've got some pearlescent papers just here. You've got some uncoated ones, some of that are very organic, almost have a tissue-like-esque quality to them as well. So it really is a great way of getting hold of them, especially if you want to do things like your mats and layers but you don't want to add bulk and weight. Then this is a great way to get hold of it and do it. Can you see it's just happening again? It's very strange. I'm going to have to draw those. I think I'm just going to have to sorry, excuse me, just there we go, so you can't see it. There you are. Keep them out, really, really busy. Don't forget, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, then you can do that very quickly and very easily. You can do that over on our website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. I'm not monitoring the comments today on Facebook, because Facebook's been a bit glitchy for some reason this afternoon. So I am monitoring the comments on YouTube, and Deborah has messaged me, and I mean, with your compliments get you absolutely everywhere, Deborah. That's all I'm saying, okay? I love watching you, Joe. I never miss your shows. She just hates it when this time comes and we're almost done for the day, and for me, it's only going to be 1 p.m. Oh, Deborah, you're breaking my heart. I'll be back tomorrow, don't worry. Susan's got the rose gold mega bundle. She loves it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to get our hands on it. Nicola's gone for one of the 13-piece sets of the pigment ink pads. That's wonderful. Loads of you are ordering along, letting me know what you're up to as well. It's lovely. I do love these shows at the Crafts House. It's lovely to get together. And also, Debbie, it's just so lovely to have you back in the studio. It's been so long. When was the last time? Well, it was the day we went into lockdown that we were here together last, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Do you remember we were watching the news?
We were watching the announcement, yeah.
Yeah, which was amazing. I remember sitting on the set and we were thinking, "Oh my God!" It felt what we were saying. It felt like the war times,
It
didn't it, when
did,
that
didn't
first
it?
announcement sort of come out? So yeah, and that was the last time I was there. And when was that? February time?
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
it must
First,
have
the
been.
night
Yeah,
before we went home and watched the news, we were able to stand next to each other, and then we had to come in the next day,
yeah.
and then we were in opposite side of the studios. Now we're in different
I
counties and other ends of the country. We can't.
know. But
Where
you
are we
know
going to
what,
go if we
Joe?
get much
I
further
think
apart?
absolutely not. And I think technology has saved so many people, and you know, in having being able to communicate so much better, and it's definitely made us a kinder nation, I think.
Oh,
So
absolutely. So many good things that will come out of
yeah,
these
absolutely.
challenging times, let's say. Okay, Debbie,
Yeah, definitely.
what do you fancy showing us next?
Right, I'm going to combine again, Joe. I like to have
Fabulous.
things. So this is what I was talking about, where you have one thing that will go with another thing. So I love that. So what I'm going to do is use the edibles. So we're going to use our good luck one. And I thought we would use our good luck with wishes. So we could have good luck wishes. They just really marry so well together. So when you've got an edible, you can use all your beautiful papers. You can use your all your stamps that you've got in your collections, anything that you've got. So I'm just using some papers from our Lily collection and just on a card blank. So I'm going to make a topper. So what I'm going to do with this one, we'll just pop that to the side. I'm just going to, again, anyone that's just joined us, the edibles have flat edges. It's the first time we've done flat edges ones like this, that we don't have to worry about getting the right sort of angle on them and making sure they're straight, because I know that if I put this side as an edge, so if I hold it there and this side here, it's just in the correct place each time that you do it. So I'm just going to pop that in. We'll just pop that a little bit lower, and then I'm going to use some tape just to tape that down, and at the same time I'm going to use my wishes die and just cut that out as well. So just getting my Gemini plates. So I'm using the Gemini Junior. So I'm hoping we can put that down there. There we go. That will all fit beautifully. So I'm just using my cutting plate, my plastic shim, my magnetic, and my top cutting plate. And they will all go through beautifully
Will
on
these go
our
through the
Gemini
mini, these
Junior.
edibles, Debbie?
Oh, okay. They will, yes, definitely.
Ooh.
They will go through the mini. So both of these would actually. It just depends what style of card you're making. So with the edibles, if you was to use those through the mini, you would only have an edge that was. Well, that's weird. I got one. You know what? When I was doing that, I thought I had one missing. I've got something missing, and my brain's gone. I don't think we have.
Oh, what you like?
What am I like? That's
What am I
it
like?
happened.
It happens to us all. Just lets us know that you're not a crafty robot. Some people just think that we, pop your batteries out at the end of the
Very
day and put you back in
strange.
the backstage area. But just lets us know that you're human, Debbie. That's all it is.
Well, yeah, that's very true, Joe. But I'm still. Do you know when sometimes you get dumbfounded?
Do you know
I'm
what happened?
dumbfounded. No, I have no idea, because look, it cut this bit out, but it didn't cut the end. So it couldn't have gone through, or I don't know. I don't know. I'd be guessing. So let's just try that again. I did put the correct platform
Well,
on. Right,
Facebook's
let's
having a mare.
try
There's
again.
gremlins in your end as well. It's Friday. Do you know what it is? I feel like collectively the nation has just checked out and has gone, oh, that's it. It's the weekend. I'm done. Even your Gemini machine's got that feeling about it.
Yeah, even that's having. I can't work that out. I don't know what happened there, but we'll try again. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, now it's cut that time. How strange. Well, there you go. It's a natural phenomenon.
I mean, as natural
Phenomenon.
phenomenons go,
Phenomenon.
that was a pretty boring one. I
Phenomenon.
think people will agree, Debbie. But I'm happy. I'm definitely happy to put it down as one.
It's a Debbie phenomenon. Phenomenon. Right, we got them cut in the end. That's the main thing, isn't it? So look how beautiful that cuts. It really is just so gorgeous. We've got our gorgeous backing papers. So you don't actually need much more. But as we're going to use some more things, of course we need some more. But if you want a simplistic card, just having this edge, your good luck in there, just maybe something nice. You could keep that as simple as it is. But we are going to do some stamping. So we've got our die here. Just get my pokey tool to poke that out. Find the end bit.
And
there
the sentiments in those edibles, very usable, aren't they? I mean, good luck. You've also got, well, congratulations, hello, thinking of you. All ones that are not really, well, I guess they are kind of occasion specific, but it's not like birthday or Christmas, which means, you know, you're only going to use that once, let's face it.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the thing, isn't it? With sentiments, you want something that's going to go for so many different things. So, and get well wishes. We don't think of that, do we? Sometimes, but sometimes maybe someone's feeling a bit poorly, and you just want to send them those good luck wishes. Sorry, not good luck. Well wishes. You don't want to say good luck if someone's poorly, do you?
Well, I mean, if you sent them a good luck card, I mean, they might. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to do that. So I'm just trying to find there we go, just my card here. I wanted my other stamps. What have I done with them? There they are. So when I was saying about these stamps earlier, so good for people that have already got the stamps, but if you haven't, then don't worry, I'm sure they'll come back into stock, or just use some of your other stamps in any collection. So any of our Crafts Companion stamps are going to work. Now what we've got here is we've got double layering stamps in them, but what I did, I put the dot in the wrong place to start with. I put dots on the back so I know exactly where to layer them up, rather than trying to find each one all the time. So I'm going to lay down my first one, and we're going to actually just pop this on this side. So I'm just going to pop that to the top. So my dot's at the top, lay this down, pick that up, and then I'm going to use my pink tulip. Now, I can't stress enough the inks in the pigment ink set that we've got. All those inks that I don't know how many there is in that £100 bundle, Joe, but they really are a bundle worth going for, because they cover everything you're going to need to get you started in that colour range.
It sounds like Lucinda's had a very cultured lockdown on YouTube, Debbie. She's from Iowa in the Midwest. Besides loving Crafters Companion, she watches wonderful programmes from the National Gallery in London. That sounds very cultured. Sounds like you're really educating yourself on lockdown, Lucinda. I can't say I've done anything quite like that. You know, like people have learnt a language, or they've, you know, done something they've always wanted to do. I can't say. I've just got a bit fatter, that's all really, Debbie. I don't know, have you achieved anything in lockdown?
Yeah, actually, Joe, I've achieved the getting fat a bit as well. Yeah.
I think, you know, we're in a global pandemic. I think you can put a bit of weight on. It's fine, you know. And there's no dating going on, so I don't really need to worry about that for the time being. You know, no one's seeing this, so what does it matter?
I know, that's the trouble. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine. You can get back to normal, you know, when it's all over." But it's just an excuse, isn't it, Joe? Honestly,
and let's face it, if I have to see anyone, they're not touching it anyway. They've got to stay 2 meters away. So, you know, I'm just going for big loose shirts at the moment. That's the way forward for me on this lockdown, I think.
But you know what, Joe? I don't actually think it is about size. I have come, and I am a woman of a certain age now.
You don't look it, Debbie.
Oh, bless you. I passed my big birthday last year, so I'm actually 51.
I know, it's unbelievable.
Sunday. So, and I love being in my 50s, absolutely love it. But what it has taught me is to learn to just like yourself for who you are. So it doesn't matter what size you are, and how, if you're happy in your own skin, then I think everybody should just be happy.
Right, well, I'm going to blame you when they're having to take the front window out of my house and get me out on a pallet, on a forklift truck. I'll be going, well, Debbie just told me to be happy. I mean, I'm only joking. I do agree with you. I think it really is important. Exactly what you've just said there. Yeah. Sally says, Joe, you need to get the bike out. I know, Sally. What can I do? And she loves Planners and Crafting by Beverly. Says, I thought Joe was dieting. Joe thought Joe was dieting, but it turns out he isn't. Joe had 4 pieces of cake today.
Isn't it? Why is it that food just tastes so good and all the wrong things taste so good? That's what it is for me. I was really good. I'd lost quite a bit of weight actually, and actually not for any other reason than to be a bit more healthy. But I must say, since I've been off, I nearly have an ice cream every night. That's terrible, isn't it? I love ice cream.
I've
And I've
taken
just
to
been,
I've taken to eating a whole packet of jammy Dodgers in the evening watching Homeland. That's my new thing to do. Yeah.
I love Jack.
And the other night there was a whole pack of jammy Dodgers and a packet of milk chocolate coated pretzels in the same evening, Debbie. I know.
Well, I can match you on that because I've been eating a whole pack of Jaffa cakes.
Really? Oh, there's nothing to them. They're like air, aren't they?
Well, not the way I eat them. Do you ever get some people, and I'm sure there's lots of you out there, you have particular ways of eating them. So I like to nibble round the edge, then I like to suck the chocolate off, and then I like to eat the orangey bit inside and just suck that till it disintegrates, and then I eat the sponge.
Wow, that's a real. I just push it all in. That's what I tend to do. Like literally, one bite.
What did they used to do? Like half moon, full moon,
total eclipse. Yes, I'm a total eclipse. Absolutely, I am. People in the US have no idea what we are chatting about. Have you seen our Debbie Robinson? She looks wonderful at the moment. She's nailing lockdown, isn't she?
Yeah, what's going on there? She's been amazing.
Yeah, we had chocolate in the studio yesterday. We had cake in the studio, and she was having none of it. She got a spicy barbecue chicken out, and that was it. She was done. She'll tell you herself.
Wow, that's so good. That's proper discipline.
It really is. I need some of that discipline, please.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, well done, Debbie. She's been incredible. Oh, totally the wrong way there.
This is looking lovely, Debbie.
Yeah, so what you can see is I'm just building up my design on here. And then what I'm going to do is use my wishes in a second. And this is what I love about being able to just build everything up and put things where you want. The card in itself looked lovely on its own, but then to bring in those extra elements. So what I am going to do is this die here that we've done. We're just going to stamp this and then put our card together. Are we doing okay with timing?
We're doing good for time, don't you worry. We've got at least 20 minutes left on the show. My producer Laura just asked me if I had have been off work during lockdown, what would I have liked to have learned? I don't know. I probably would have done nothing, to be honest. I'd have been really bad. You know, like some people are like off work and they're getting up at 7 o'clock every day and running a half marathon and doing things from scratch. I think I'd have just sat in front of the TV, to be honest. I'd have watched a lot of telly. I'd have watched all of Netflix. I don't know. I really want to learn to play the piano is my new thing, but I don't have a piano, so it's a bit tough.
Are you musical minded?
No, I don't think so. Not in the slightest.
See, I'm not at all either, Joe. My daughter is, and she can play the guitar, and she's incredible at playing the guitar. And I'm so envious of that but you've got to really have that passion to want to play music.
Absolutely. Well, apparently our producer Laura plays the piano. I don't want to do it well. I just want to know like 3 or 4 songs. So if I'm at a party and there's a piano, I can just sit down, play a couple of songs, and then people go, "Oh, give us another one." I'm like, "Oh no, because I don't know anymore."
So
just a couple of sing-along numbers.
So our Laura, she plays the piano and rides a Helter Skelter.
Helter Skelter, yes indeed.
Helter Skelter.
Were you watching the earlier show?
Yes, I caught bits of it. You're always on in the background, but I'm not always listening because I'm working.
I get that a lot, not just when I'm at work, Debbie. People seem to just tune out sometimes.
No, it's definitely not the case. It is just because I'm working, Joe. Right, now I'm going to show you another technique with being able to lay down 2 colours at the same time. Now just be a little bit careful with your ink pads because you don't want to contaminate. So what I like to do is put what I think is my lightest colour down first. So I'm laying that beautiful pink down. So we're going to pop that on there. Then I'm going to bring in my green. I'm just going to turn it this way so I can see.
Sally's telling me, Sally says, Debbie, Joe is dieting. It's just not a diet that involves losing weight. I absolutely agree with you, Sally.
That's brilliant. There's always an excuse we can make, isn't there? Sorry, not an excuse, Joe. There's always a reason.
The first one was right, to be honest. It really, really was.
So you can, so you get this sort of two-tone wash on there. And if you're not happy with that, just go back in and stamp it a bit more and you can do it. So, but that gives you the idea of how you can stamp a beautiful two-tone colour. And the reason I was going for the pinks and the greens was because I thought it would look really cool. I've lost my, there it is. Because we've got these greens and blue, greens and pinks, and then in our colours here on our card from our lily collection, turn that the right way, we've got these beautiful pieces going on here. So what I am going to do is I've just got a piece of card here. All I did was had a scrap piece of card, the same sort of colour pink, and I just created this sort of curve just to go round here. Let's put it that way, I think. Yeah, there we go. And it just hides. You see, I just sort of took a corner off and kept going till I got the shape I wanted. So when we bring that round, it just then gives us that good luck really strongly in that bit there.
Really looks beautiful. Love that technique, Debbie.
Yeah, it looks lovely, doesn't it? It's just about using all your colours, and I just adore the papers that are in this in the Lily collection. They're just so pretty. And I think edible dyes and these floral stamps and sentiment dyes, they're just great for bringing all your papers out. So have a play and really get stuck in, especially with your ink pads. If you've gone for your pigment ink pads today, you are going to absolutely love them because they're so beautiful and so easy to use. So if you thought that you couldn't stamp or you wasn't very good with blending, try the ink pads because you will be totally in awe of them afterwards.
I love that. I love that paper pad that you're using there as well. Is that the one that had the vellums in it as well? That one.
Yes, that's the one.
It was exactly so delicious, wasn't it? Yeah. It's been out of stock for what feels like forever, but hopefully we'll have it back soon.
Yes, I don't think Nature's Garden is like Sarah's Signature. I think we do have them again, but you never know. But it is a beautiful pad. But if you've got it, it'd just be a really nice one to use and coordinate with all these lovely colours.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love how, as well, if you were sort of, a lot of these techniques with these dyes, Debbie, if you were making lots of cards, you could actually batch make cards quite quickly, I'm guessing, with these that were really still quite very impressive.
Oh, so much so. In fact, this card is a really good example of that, Joe. You couldn't have picked a better one because if you just got a piece of card like we've got here, you could cut every sentiment that you buy into them. And then all you need to do is get yourself a card blank, a piece of paper and stick it on. A couple of gems along here. It would look beautiful. So it is an ideal one to just batch make and have just looking really lovely. And then what I'm going to do is I haven't got my ink pads, so I'll just get my Floral purpose. Got it somewhere. Here we go. And I'm just going to mount this up on the side. I always like to raise them a little bit. I think it gives it some interest. And I do love matte and layering. And we're not layering anything underneath this one. Where we were layering on top, we're actually just going to pop this to the side.
People are saying that it's a hoot over on YouTube compared to Facebook. I feel like I'm like behind enemy lines being on YouTube. I'm so used to being on Facebook. It's really odd being on YouTube for a change. Maybe I'll do one. Maybe I'll do one on Facebook and one on YouTube. Maybe we can do. We can sort of do one. I mean, Director Daniel says we've got 2 iPads. Maybe I could do both. I cannot multitask, Daniel. Sorry, one is enough. I think. But that looks looking beautiful, Debbie.
And there we go. And it's finished, Joe. So we've got our good luck wishes. So another one where we can combine them both together.
Yeah, really, really love that. Very effective, very achievable as well. Now, loads of you commenting along over on YouTube, and we absolutely love you chatting to us. But of course, remember, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, you can do that over on our website. Don't forget as well, of all of these great prices we bring you here at Crafters TV, you can still use Club Inspire. So here is all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspired. Don't forget as well, everyone that places an order during our festive event, when you spend over £30 or $30, absolutely everyone is going to get the free gift. So make sure you get over £30 or $30 worth of product in your cart. Today's is worth $11.99 or $11.95, so don't miss out on it. Right, I want to just whiz you through a few of the finished samples, some of the beautiful projects that people have been making, firstly with the stamps and dies. And I love how it shows you can really make these quite different depending on what you are after. I love that one. I don't know what that style of card is called. I've not seen one like that before. This one is lovely. It's a double shaker card, I've not seen a double one before. Quite fabulous there. Something a bit different as well, with a bit of embossing, sort of pared back a little bit. Really gorgeous, very simple, but really lovely. You've got this one just here as well, which is sorry. So you don't need to always use that with the dies, so you just need to, this one of course is just stamped, which is fantastic. The next one here is of course using the stamp and the die together, which is lovely. And I love this one as well. Welcome Baby Girl, really, really wonderful. It's got a lovely amount of dimension on there as well. If you want to go for these, $44.50 or $55 gets you absolutely all of them. They are on a 2-4 offer as well. If you want to grab them that way, then absolutely you can do that too. Right, I need to show you some of the edgeables because these are just beautiful. It's a 4-piece collection that we've got available for you on the show today. So you've got good luck, you've got thinking of you, congratulations, and hello. So this one here, congratulations. You've also got this one just here, thinking of you, which is a beautiful one. I love it in the blues there that it's been done. That's a really lovely way of using it. You've also got this one is quite something, the one with hello, with some little butterflies in there as well. I love the way it's been used as a sort of double fold back / gate fold, I guess we would call that one. This one here that's got the good luck in there, and then also this one with hello in there as well. What way am I opening that up? There we go, that way around. Does anyone else do that sometimes? It's quite funny when you see people make cards and they stick the top bit on the wrong way, and then you end up with an Australian card. That always makes me laugh, because I went to Australia, Debbie, and I must say the cards are all still the right way round, so I don't know what people are on about when they talk about making Australian cards. Do you?
I have no idea, Joe. What are they talking about? Although I have to say I've made quite a few in my time.
Okay, Debbie, what do you fancy showing us that? So we've only got about 10 minutes left or so, but that's plenty of time to squeeze a bit more in, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is. So I'm going to use the edgeable, and I'm going to use the Thinking of You, because the Thinking of You die is going to be one that lots of people I know are probably going to be using, because loads of people at the moment have been taking to writing letters and sending cards to people in need at the moment. So the Thinking of You is just such a nice concept one to be able to do. Now, because I'm using my Gemini, I've used it with my metal shim, because I'm asking the Gemini to cut through quite a lot of the die, so because it's going across the plate, so I'm just making sure that gives me a good cut, so I can see that's all cut through there, and that's cut lovely. So just popping that away. Now you probably would have got away with not cutting it with the metal shim, but sometimes I just like to be able to do that. So just taking this away, and then I'm going to just get my die cutting brush, and we're just going to make lots of confetti. So that will just take all those bits out for us. So,
Wonderful. I love how cleanly they cut as well. Because they're quite detailed. So, I mean, some other dyes might struggle when they're this detailed, you'd imagine. But these seem to have no problem whatsoever. Are they going to cut through other things all right, like coated cards? So our glitter cards, our mirrors, our matte mirrors, Debbie?
Yeah, absolutely, perfectly. So what I always find with especially mirror card and glitter card is, I don't know if many people know this, but it has a slight plastic coating on the top. If you rip one in half, you'd be able to sort of see the plastic that goes through it. So we're asked it to cut through that plastic. So I would always say, just put it through a couple of times and you'll get the perfect cut. But what happens is the glitter, because it's encapsulated, it tends to hold in the dies. You just have to poke them out with a poke tool, but they come out beautifully. So yeah, any coated cardstock would be amazing. So what I am going to do with this one is just ink the edges of this, because we've got this really gorgeous edge and I want to use my gorgeous colours here. So I'm just going to bring in my daubers and just use my green dauber.
The ink pads, and I'm glad you asked for these to be on the show, Debbie, because everyone is absolutely loving them. There's loads of love. I think they actually very, very busy on them. It's been a while since we've had these on the show as well, isn't it? So it's great that we can get them back. And also we've got all the great colours as well. I know we've been really short on a lot of our ink pads for a little while. All of the favourite ones are in here, Debbie. So you've got absolutely everything in that 29 piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I love about this set. I think if there was ever a set to go for, this is definitely, whoever bundled this up done an amazing job, because it really does cover everything. If you like your florals, if you like your sort of outdoorsy, you've got your greens, you've got your blues in there, but you've also got those beautiful pinks, your lilacs. They're just amazing. And they just work so beautifully well. So I'm only just putting a little bit just around the edges. But what I love to do with these is, if you dip this, we don't have a lot of time to do it, so I'm not going to do it. But if you dip this in your embossing powder, you can emboss it. So you get this really lovely shiny edge on your card and it looks amazing.
So almost, is it almost like a sort of faux enameling, would it be, Debbie?
Exactly what it is.
I love that effect.
Yeah, it works really, really well. Do you have a favourite ink at all, Joe? I know that you should be quite, but you've seen lots of the demos going on in the craft room there.
Anything with glitter normally for me, Debbie, and I'm
girl too.
Yeah, anything with glitter or glitter card or anything with really bold striking colours. I'm a bit of a magpie, I think.
Yes, I'm exactly the same. Well, you'll love this card because I've used glitter. So I have got a bit of an obsession with glitter at the moment, I think, especially with Christmas. Right, so I like to freehand a lot of things. So I'm just going to bring in my craft knife. Now, to freehand a sort of shape, now it does not have to be perfect. I'm better with a craft knife than what I am with scissors. So I really like it. So make sure that you put a good blade in there, a new blade. Don't get your blades blunt. So that's the one advice I would ever give you with a craft knife. Make sure you've always got new blades in there, because it just stops any pressure on your hands. It cuts through beautifully. It's just an amazing tool to use if you've got a craft knife, to have a sharp a sharp replaceable blade in there. So all I'm going to do is follow round. So I'm going to start with here. So I'm looking at my die and I'm just going to freehand turning my card round, just like that. Can you see how clear we've got that edge? And it just sort of follows round. It does not have to be perfect. So then once you've done that, I've then got a bit here. I've done a little bit thinner and I've just glittered around all the edge. So we've got that beautiful sparkle. I'm a bit obsessed with Chloe's glitters at the moment. So we've got
those chunky ones.
Yes, so this is the Sparkalicious. So it's not as chunky, this one, but it's just gorgeous. And then what I've used is, again, I've just used our oval nesting dies and I've put a glittered rim around them and used two different colours of the pink. So just to make it look really pretty. Now, the reason I've done this, you may be thinking, why did I do this little part here? Is because when sometimes you're doing a card, to fill this gap, if I was just to fill that there, it looks lovely, but for me, I feel like I want something in the center there. So what I have got is I've then created this bit at the bottom just to coordinate in with our top bit. So it just gives that rolling effect,
Oh, I
which
love
looks
that.
really pretty. Yeah, so it's just a clever way.
Just to
of
consider
doing
that you've
things
just
by
freehanded it,
hand.
I think it's really good.
Yeah, and it's so simple. Please don't think you can't do it. I am no means an artist or a perfectionist in any sense of the word, being able to get things straight in that respect. But it is a handy little tip just to do it freehand, because it just gives you a uniqueness to your cards. So just popping that bit on there, and it will all make sense in a minute. So when we start to layer it all up, I wanted to keep the curves in it. That's what it is, Joe. I wanted the card to be curvy.
Curvy,
So
just like we've got on lockdown, Debbie.
yeah, absolutely. And then what I've done, Joe, I'm not going to cut this out. I was going to show you it cut out in another colour. So I've got it in this beautiful pink. I've cut the same thing out here. So if I just bring in that piece of card, you can see I've cut that out in the pink card, because what I want to do is layer this on the inside. So don't think of your dies as just something on the outside. You can actually pop them on the inside as well. So just using my glue.
Loads of
Going
people
over
still
now.
commenting along over on YouTube. Angel says she really wants the ink pads, but she's already had a lot of parcels, and she thinks she might have maxed out hubby for this week. Yeah, I mean, we could put a little gift. We could put a note in to say that maybe it's with our compliments or something like that. Sarah was joking. We need to offer that as an option on the website, Debbie, or with compliments from Crafters Companion. So or just make sure it arrives on a day when hubby's not there. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, that's very true. It's terrible, isn't it? The things we do sometimes. So I put that underneath. I'm not worried about making sure it levels up with the underneath, because I quite like a little bit of that pink shining through. And then we're going to lay this into that curve. So it's all starting to come together with our
Oh, I
curved
really love the
lines. So
composition of this one, Debbie.
yes, really looks lovely, doesn't it? And I do like to think about cards and how they're going to go. So I've got just some ribbon, and I've also got one of our decoupage flowers. But what I am going to do, I'm just going to use, I put them somewhere. Where did I just lay them down? That's strange. So oh, there they are, up there. So I'm just going to take my little daubers that I've got some pink ink on. Because don't forget,
I don't know if I dreamt it, Debbie. I think these pink daubers might be back in stock. Have I made that up? They are back in stock. They were on a show the other day. I thought I was talking nonsense, Debbie, but they are back in stock. Check the website for them if you've been waiting for them. I know they've been out of stock for what feels like forever, but they're super handy, aren't they? These sort of little mini finger ones, Debbie.
You know what, Joe, and anyone that can remember, I literally squealed when I see these at Craftaganza, because I'd never seen them before. I didn't even know we were doing them, and we were at Craftaganza, and being a bit of a shopaholic on craft goodies, I went into the shop to see what else that I hadn't got, and literally I squealed because I couldn't believe we were doing daubers and no one had told me. It was the best thing since sliced bread. So that's where I got my daubers. I just love them, and they are so handy. Anyone can use them. They just go on your tips of your fingers. They apply the ink just amazingly. So I'm just going to pop my little rose on the top here, and then we've just inked some of those roses with they're not roses, and it's a peony, and I'm saying
Oh
roses.
well.
I do know my
You do you,
flowers.
Debbie. You call them what you want. It's your card.
And again, I'm just going to grab my 3D glue gel, and we're just going to finish it off with a though.
Is that the
But I
decoupage
do-
from the decoupage that we launched recently? The pads, is that?
Yes, it is. Yeah, the
Gorgeous,
pads,
aren't
the
they?
decoupage pads. And this is what I was saying about being able to mix and match all your edibles with what you've got in your kit. So your papers, I mean, the papers here are from Sarah's Garden of Love. Then we've got our oval nesting dies. We've got our floral decoupage from the pads, just some ribbon, and our edibles. And you just get that really beautiful card that anybody would love to receive.
It is absolutely gorgeous, and you've been absolutely gorgeous as well, Debbie. I've absolutely loved. Has it been? Was it 13 weeks since we last worked together? It's got to be something along those lines, isn't it?
It was. So it's just too long, isn't it? I don't know why we've left it so long. You can come to my craft house anytime you want, Joe.
Oh, thank you so much. And is it every Thursday at 8 p.m. in the UK that you do your little crafty chats?
Yes, definitely. So pop across, yeah, and I love it because I'm really getting to know you crafters out there now. So I'm getting my regulars that are coming each week, and we just talk tips and tricks, and yeah, I just love it. It's just brilliant. So yeah, Debbie Fisher, Crafters Companion on Facebook.
Well, make sure you join Debbie then. Debbie, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope it's not another 13 weeks until we get to work together again.
I very much hope not. Thank you, Joe. It's been just a
Thank you so much.
amazing.
Take care. Have a great weekend. Happy birthday, Debbie, as well. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
See
Bye.
ya. It was absolutely lovely to spend a couple of hours with Debbie. It's been brilliant. Shall we just whiz through everything you've seen in the show? And then I'm out of here. I've got a cold bottle of Sauvignon Blanc with my name written all over it. This here is your 29-piece ink pad collection that you've seen on the show today. Really, really busy on this. Less than 50 of these now left in stock, and we've waited a long time to have such a comprehensive bundle of colours available for you. The call-out glue are the two favourites, the two hero glues really, the tacky and the all-purpose there together, £6.50 or $12. We have got the alphabets for you too. Now these are brilliant, your shadow alphabets. In there you're going to get all of your alphabets, you're going to get your numbers, you're also going to get the ampersand in there too. £73 or $80 if you want to grab those. All those Debbie Fisher balls, those are fantastic. All four of those there for £25 or $38 is a tremendous deal, as the boss would say. You're saving 20% on those ones. And we had those sentiment stamp and dies for you as well, $44.50 or $55 if you want to grab those. $63.92 they're down from, or $79.60. Well, I've had a lovely time with you in the craft house here. It was so good, so pleased to have been able to welcome you in and welcome Debbie in and just all get together and have a lovely time as we journey into the weekend. Don't forget, the week is not done here on Crafters TV tomorrow. The best of will be here with myself, and then remember 5 live hours coming your way on Sunday. There is that Christmas cartload. There's mystery bags. There's double-sided cardstock. Oh yeah, there is all the good things. And there's dad jokes. What more could you want? And then a 3-hour wrap-up event with myself and Sarah a little bit later in the day. Right, I'm out of here. I need a wine. I'm sure you've earned a wine this week as well. I know Debbie, I bet she's going to be having a wine too. But until tomorrow, see you later. Take care.